hustling Philadelphia. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Bogdanovich. Tony Snell is out there with Collins. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the 5. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the small forward. Now, here is Young. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Embiid. Outside for Curry. Inside, here's Embiid. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And it's crazy to think how soft a touch Embiid has on his shot. The league rarely sees a guy with his size have such a rhythmic form shooting.
Yeah, and Embiid has always been comfortable shooting outside. Not the best percentages from deep, but enough to keep defenders honest. His touch shows up most when he goes into his post fadeaways.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Collins. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And that's a tough shot. For an athletic big man like Collins, finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And when talking about the pressure Young puts on a defense, I'm not sure the word relentless is strong enough.
Both good from the line that time.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Up top, Curry, defended by Young. The drive by Simmons. And Capella sends it back.
It seems to improve his shot blocking every year. I mean, Capella is outstanding at using his length to swat away shots. They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
Curry on the wing. And there's the feed to Embiid. An easy 2 points on the layup.
What a finisher Embiid is. He's a pro at not letting the defense dictate to him.
Young against Curry. And here's Collins. Back to Young. 6 to shoot. Lob pass to Capella. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
Oh, nice to see Capella find the open teammate as he continues to develop his ability to create for others.
Curry kicks to Simmons. And Capella sends it back. And they're on the break. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Here's Simmons, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta.
Well, growing up in Australia, Ben Simmons played lots of Australian rules footballs. When you watch him play, that's the toughness you see.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Harris.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, it's going to take more than that to stop Howard. He's excellent at fighting off the defense.
Williams scanning the floor. Gallinari attacking. Okongwu with it, working on Howard. Down low. Gallinari with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Got a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here is Hill. And Howard has it in the corner. Passes it to Thybulle. Back to Howard. Over Hunter. Howard can't hit. Outside Williams. From 12 feet out. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Atlanta. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. And it's Williams at the point. To the left side wing. Now the pass to Herter. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
Here's Thybulle. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Atlanta leading by 3. Herter passes to Dunn. The crisp. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Howard. Here's Maxey. Now here's Howard. To the paint. From deep three-point range, Thybulle can't get it to go.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with it.
Yeah, not everyone has Steph Curry's shooting ability. I'd be surprised. I'd be hurt if he tries another one like that again.
And it's Harris off the drive. Now Howard. Over Okongwu. Misses off the left iron. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. Feeds it to Gallinari. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari. And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Korkmaz. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Count the basket.
I love how the big man slips after setting the screen. Embiid, solid at creating opportunities for himself off these sets.
And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. Embiid against Capella. Here's Young. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the wing, Harris. To the middle. And that one's good. Thibault.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Embiid.
Oh, you got to be careful around Embiid. When he's around, he's capable of coming up with these blocks.
Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. Ben Simmons comes in for Korkmaz. A nice shot by Young.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Outside Curry. Back to Simmons. Up top, Curry, defended by Young. Curry dishes to Simmons. Over Collins. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Leaping off the ground with such ease. Capella is exceptional with timing. How to finish these alley-oops.
Outside Curry. Pass to Thibault. Rebounded by the Hawks. Ball's knocked loose. Embiid with the steal. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, he continues to improve as a passer. The sky's the limit for Embiid and his all-around game.
Young against Curry. And he lays it straight in. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Simmons finds Curry. There's 37 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Embiid. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta leading by 9. Shot, high post. Kicks it out to Collins. Over Harris. Capella with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. 3-pointers. Snell. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And Thibault now top of the key. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Simmons got 5 now.
What focus from the young guard. I like how Simmons stayed locked in on scoring despite the contact.
Embiid with the steal. And that concludes the first half. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, we saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points. That's all for now.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different. that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Primarily out on the wing. Every now and then, Snell can score it inside, have some solid length.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And the 76ers with some changes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Tobias Harris. And it's slammed in by Howard.
So tough to stay with the pick and roll. Howard moves so fluidly after setting the solid screen.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Williams, that shot missing. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Jumps up. That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Simmons.
Now, this is where Simmons does the most damage. I mean, he's an electrifying, dynamic transition player who torches defense.
Here's Williams. Great D that time from Green.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Hill kicks to Howard. Hill looking it over. Back to Howard. Over Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
Oh, proving he can be crafty. Howard takes pride in fooling defenders and getting them to jump.
Korkmaz, he's checked in for Green. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dunn, he's checked in for Okongwu. The 76ers trail by 4. Korkmaz passes to Howard. Hill with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Hill against Williams. Here's Herter. Lays it up off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Hill passes to Korkmaz. Howard kicks to Hill. Back to Howard. Deflects the pass, and even 3-on-3 break. Milton with it, guarded by Hunter. Here's Simmons. Count that one. Simmons got 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Williams dishes to Dunn. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back. And Hill throws it down.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
Dunn looking over the floor. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 11-2 run for the lead. And Simmons with the lay-in. Simmons got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Double team on Williams. Back to Dunn. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
What touch on the deep ball. You can see Dunn becoming more confident in his long-range shot.
Bounce pass from Hill. Howard up on top. 1 second left, and it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Howard.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taking on a different feel since the break.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Collins in at the 4. Howard finds Harris. Curry with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Here's Howard. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks leading. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Yep, that one goes in there.
The IQ of Bogdanovich is impressive. It's clear he's comfortable operating in the pick and roll.
On the wing, Harris. Dishes it to Howard. Pulls it up. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The Hawks shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Young passes to Capella. Here's Bogdanovich, and he makes good on the layup. Bogdanovich has got 4 this quarter.
Refusing to be tied down, Bogdanovich is fantastic at adjusting his body and shot when he gets hit.
Curry against Young for 3. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Young against Curry. Young passes to Bogdanovich. He kicks to Capella. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And a change for the Hawks. Hunter's checked in for Tony Snell. 76ers trailing. Curry looking it over. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
And the persistence of Bogdanovich. I mean, I love watching him work hard in these transition situations.
Outside Curry. They kick it out to Green. And there's the pass to Embiid. Here's Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot on. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, stepping up as a leader. There's a reason Harris has the ball in these spots. He knows how to deliver.
Young's shot is good.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Outside Curry. Out to the right wing. Embiid kicks to Curry. No good. That would have tied it.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Hunter. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry passes to Harris. And here's Maxey. Capella covering. The drive by Green. And the shot is good.
Oh, when the team needs a bucket, Green steps up. I mean, ready to deliver, assertive shooting, and keep them on track.
And Young kicks to Collins. Embiid with the steal. To take the lead. It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
It's in!
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Outside Curry. He feeds it to Harris. Count it!
Just incredible patience by Harris, rising to the occasion in a big way with the key basket there.
Curry against Young. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
The 76ers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Simmons. Oh, missed it. They kick it out to Green. Back to Simmons. Another shot. No good. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 5 seconds left in the game. On the inbound.
This is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
And stolen by Okongwu. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. This win, such a tremendous... Coming up next. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward. And for the Nets, Joe Harris is out there with Durant, then it's Harden, then it's Jordan, and it's Irving at the two guard. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster, and I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it. Simmons putting his outstanding athleticism to use on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who knows exactly how to carve up the defense.
Now here is Harris. Harden scanning the floor. 5 on the clock. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, I like the understated focus that Harden brings to the table. Despite getting knocked around, his concentration allows him to play through the bumps.
Free throw drops for Harden.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. Yeah! Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
Irving against Harris. A nice shot by Irving.
It sure was textbook, and Irving is fantastic in the screen roll. A solid decision maker in these sets, and he also can put it in the basket himself if he needs to.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Irving finds Harden. And stolen by Simmons. There's the pass to Embiid over Jordan. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Simmons.
The mid-range J from Embiid getting better and better.
Harden the pass to Irving. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Green comes in for Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Curry. And George Hills subbed in for Ben Simmons.
Nice job that time using that strong body of his inside. Once Howard has positioning, I think you got to wrap him up.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Korkmaz, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Nets trail by 3. Brown dishes to Irving. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Here's Thybulle. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Harris. Here's Howard. And Griffin sends it back. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. The kick out to Irving. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Thybulle can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Hill kicks to Milton. Pass to Thybulle over Irving. Here's Howard. Green with the block. Outside Irving. Lobbed up there for Green. Now the 76ers on the break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Irving against Hill. Here's Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Dwight Howard.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Taxi's checked in for Shake Milton. And that one is good.
You got to make a quick decision after you set the screen, and Dwight Howard knows exactly when to roll after the screen.
Here's Irving. Over Hill. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an injury.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. Korkmaz is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Hill, and it's Maxey in at the point. Here's Howard. Thybulle trying to get open. Howard, that's good. Howard's got the lead back up to 3 now for the 76ers. Harden finds Brown. Down low. Kicks it out to Harden. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Harden right side. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
Hill up top. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And Clark, how about the 20th pick back in that 2019 draft? Matisse Thybulle, fantastic defensive specialist who has an evolving offensive presence as well.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. His defense is really outstanding and NBA ready from the day he got into the league. He'll improve on offense. You know that. He'll work at it, and he'll get better. I think he has tremendous instincts on and off the ball. Great length and speed and athleticism. He's a terror defensively.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Here's Claxton. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so Simmons will bring it up for the 76ers. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Not settling for the layup. Sometimes you got to go strong, and Harris gets the chance to stuff it there. He didn't let it slip by him.
Harden the pass to Claxton. Kicks it to Brown. And they double up Brown. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Harris has got the ball. No one near Curry as he lets it go. The three-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 4. From deep Harden. But they'll get another chance. Jordan dishes to KD. A second chance effort. He lays it in. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown. Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Boy, that long reach of Embiid's paying dividends there, guys. An absolute machine on the offensive glass.
Harden kicks to KD. 124 left to play here in the half. And KD throws it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
And he gets it back. Second chance shot. And Simmons with the lay-in. Simmons got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Back to Harden. He kicks it to Griffin. There's the dish to Jordan. Oh, Griffin in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Here's Simmons, and he finishes nicely on the layup. 12 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Harris dishes to KD. Back to Harris. Passes to Durant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
DeAndre Jordan knows a big part of his job is to gobble up rebounds. That time, an angry putback from Jordan.
Here's Simmons. Basket good. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds. And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the 2-guard spot.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing. And you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Irving passes to Harden. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers leading by 3. Harris dishes to Green. Over Irving, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. 90 seconds now into the second half. The Nets working the ball around now. Feeds it to Jordan. Over Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Harris outside. Brown kicks to Harris. Just 4 to shoot. Over Green. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And the basket by Hill. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Man, it's nice to see Hill get busy down inside. Really quite remarkable how he finds ways to score in the thick of things.
Outside Irving. Pass to Jordan. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The finish, and it's Green with the jam.
Kyrie never backs off on the defensive end. Always scrapping and hustling.
The pass to Hill. Back to Korkmaz. Pass to Green. To the middle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Thibault's got 7 points in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Green passes to Irving. High post shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Harris subbed in for George Hill. Johnson dishes to Brown. Johnson surveying the floor. Brown the pass to Griffin. Inside, here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Johnson against Howard. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. .26 seconds left in the third. Johnson kicks to Brown. Passes it to Luwawu. To the paint. Here's Griffin. And the layup's good off the glass. Griffin's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
And just the sheer power of Griffin. One of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Maxey out there with Shake Milton. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Harden kicks to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Harden to take the lead. The shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. The drive by Simmons. Some solid defense there from KD. Brooklyn trailing. Now, here is Harden. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And now here comes Simmons leading the break over Durant. Simmons inside. Guarded by KD. A nice shot by Simmons.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And a wide open look for Irving. No good on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Milton kicks to Embiid. Harris, right side. Milton on top. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Harris is checked in for Blake Griffin. And the 76ers also making a change. George Hill's checked in for Maxey. Here's Embiid to the middle. Here's Simmons. And it's blocked. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And the Nets making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Nets trail by 4. Harden with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Phenomenal body control from Harden. Superb at just knifing inside and forcing the defense to whack him.
Harden hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Boy, never shy about getting to that rack. Simmons so aggressive playing downhill. Nice dunk there.
KD on the wing. Back to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Hill passes to Harris. And oh, the blocked shot grabs it out of the air. Lobbed up there for KD. That evens the score.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. He's no stranger to the moment. Actually, this guy relishes the moment.
Embiid finds Harris. Back to Embiid. Out to Harris. Back to Embiid. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And the 76ers lead by 2. Here's Irving. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Now Harden. And that one, good. Harden's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
Here's Embiid. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. To take the lead. No good from Durant. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Simmons. Another shot. Here's Embiid. And finally they hit one. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you know Embiid wants the ball in these situations. He wants that shot. He wants to come through for his team.
Harden dishes to Harris. Back to Harden. Harden draws the double to the inside. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
76ers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Outside, Simmons. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Boy, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Right side, Irving. Good! The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Outside Curry. Jacks up a three. Misses the three. Misses. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish. They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. So the Nets starting five. We've got Irving. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harden in at the one. And for the Hawks, they've got Tony Snell. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the point. Now, here is Young.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Young against Harden. Back to Jordan. Harris looking it over. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, DeAndre Jordan dominates this game on both ends around the glass.
Young against Harden. Good on the shot. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
Here's Snell, guarded by Harris. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First one falls for him. And so Snell nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Young with the steal. Inside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. That one misses. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
And here's Irving. No dice from the high post.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
The Hawks again can't hit.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Goes up to the stripe. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Young, good.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jordan dishes to Harden. Back to Jordan. On the wing, Harris takes a three. Pass to Irving. Six on the shot clock. Tries again. A shot by Jordan, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
And good that time.
I just think anytime Trae Young finds some daylight, he starts to think about looking towards the rim.
Now, here is Irving. Jordan up top. Irving passes to Jordan. Out to Harris. They could use a bucket. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Capella. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. Williams against Irving. He gets it in there.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Nets trail by 3. Harris outside. Durant finds Harris. It's Brown on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Irving. And it's good for 2.
There's no doubt that Kyrie gets talked about as having some of the best handles in the business, effective at getting wherever he wants to get to on the floor.
Here's Herter. Down low. Gallinari with it. Picked up by Brown. Herter passes to Collins. Count it.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Brown dishes to Green. Pass to Irving. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Irving against Williams. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Green. Durant kicks to Irving. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. Naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Green. Irving is out there with Brown. And it's Durant. And it's Griffin in at the 5 spot.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Here's Dunn. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. It's his first trip to the line. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
Well, Gallo almost pushes 7 feet, so he comes up with the offensive rebound and putback because of his size.
And Harden with the stuff.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here's Dunn. Stolen by Harden. Outside Durant. And the pass to Brown. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. KD passes to Griffin. Again, the Nets for 2.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Dunn up top, guarded by Harden. Passes it to Gallinari. Makes it off the glass. Gallinari's got 4 points in the quarter.
What focus from the big Italian forward out there. Gallinari is used to having to overcome a lot of physical defense.
Harden against Dunn. Lets it go from 14. Harden's shot is off. Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Herter passes to Okongwu. Nice D from Griffin. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 1. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Now here's Williams. Out left to the wing. There's a minute 47 left in the first half of the game. 5 to shoot. Shots good from Young. Young's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Yeah, the top scorers in this league, like Trae Young could be, they get buckets when it's not easy to get buckets.
Harris finds Harden. To the inside. Young with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. Finished off the break. Bogdanovich has got his first points of the game.
Great hands by Trae Young, and his passing abilities sparked the fast break.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. The feed to Harris. Here's Harden. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harden's got 9.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Young left side, and finished off by Collins.
Yeah, that's where John Collins sets up shop down in the paint, quick and athletic, able to corral the miss.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Harden the pass to Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Williams looking around. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
It's impossible to keep Lou Williams from scoring, so you try to mix it up, and a hard foul sometimes can do that.
That's good from Williams. Nets trail by 3. Harden kicks to Irving. Back to Harden. The dish to Jordan. No good that time.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And some good action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that does it for our halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's John Collins. And it's Snell in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Now here's Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Serbian shooting guard showing that he has the ability to get up.
Here is Harden. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And Bones, with that Clint Capella trade last year to the Hawks, a bit of a surprise to many, but the Hawks were able to land a young and talented center.
And maybe GA the perfect fit for how it is that their team is constructed around Trae Young. Capella's going to be that pick and roll option, can finish above the rim, and is a good defender to protect the guys on the defensive end.
The Hawks leading by 3. Young outside. It's deflected. Stolen by Harden. Capella dishes to Young. Capella trying to free himself up. And Young with the basket on the assist from Capella.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Kevin Huerter comes in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in. Here's Young. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 11. Count that one.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Young against Harden. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Huerter. Pass to Young. Launches it. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Atlanta making some changes. Alinari, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. And it's done in for Young. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Green's checked in. And stolen by Okongwu. Now, here's Hunter. He's guarded closely. And there it is for him. And the Hawks lead by 7. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Hawks. With the tip, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got 6 points.
Yeah, offensive rebounds are about effort, and Blake Griffin showing it there.
From past the arc. Huerter, no good.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Harris finds Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Here's Dunn. Gallinari, and it's Durant with the rebound. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Inside. Harris kicks to Irving. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and he gets the bucket. And now just a 1-point Hawks lead. Hawks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Hunter. The shot missing. Nice D from Durant. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game. Dunn left side. And Durant sends it back. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Nets. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Harden outside. Kicks to Irving. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, how about the power from DJ there, slamming it down.
In the corner, Snell with it. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Here's Snell, defended by Durant. They get it again. Capella, second shot opportunity. But he gets it back. Snell, the pass to Williams. Goes up again, and that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And you never know what Lou Williams is going to pull off, especially when he's working the screen and roll game.
Durant, the pass to Jordan. Left side, Durant. Back to Jordan. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Jordan's got the lead, back up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Harden against Williams. 2 points. That one goes.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. Lob pass to Capella. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oop.
Here's Harden. Another shot. Jordan's shot is off for Atlanta. They've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there.
Wow, huge in a big moment there. Getting the ball to Lou Williams, not a bad idea.
Now here's Harden. He dishes it to Harris. Harden against Young. Jordan. And the layup falls. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter.
Now, DeAndre Jordan has seen these moments before. Not usually the guy called upon, but, man, delivering in a big spot.
Capella dishes to Young. He kicks it to Williams. Over Irving, and stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving. Irving's got his 5th assist in this one. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. This is to Williams. .130 left in the 4th quarter. Count it, good.
Well, you deserve that kind of treatment if you're going to get up with Lou Williams like that. Terrific at getting to the rack.
Now Harden. Left side, Jordan. And it's Harris off the drive. Jordan kicks to Harris. Nets passing it around. And then Durant with the dunk.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Out to the wing. Snell from outside. Rebound, Brooklyn. 54 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Harden. Count it.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Young passes to Williams. Young inside. Guarded by Jordan. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. Harden with it. He's picked up by Collins. Irving looking over the floor. Good work defensively by Capella.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup. Lou Williams living for the moment. Got clutch written all over him here tonight.
Young against Harden. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Seven seconds left here in the fourth quarter. It falls! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Well, Kyrie's resume in these kind of moments is full.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And regulation now complete. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And it's the Hawks to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Young. Hunter is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. Irving passes to Claxton. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Claxton's got it all tied up now for the Nets. Young with the ball. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
Harden the pass to Claxton. To the middle. Gallinari with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Collins checked in for Atlanta. Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. On the wing, Harris. 13 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And Kyrie right now taking it to another level. We know he's capable.
Young looking around. He gets that one.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
The pass to Jordan. Harden dishes to Jordan. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
We have a lot of great jumpers in the league, but DJ makes a statement every time. Elbows above the rim that time.
And Young, here we go. And it's in there.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
Brooklyn trailing. Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. To the paint, here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, DeAndre Jordan sinks that shot. Not the first option, but doing the job.
And here's Young. It's good!
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
On the wing, Harris. Moving against Bogdanovich. shooting foul. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Young. Not going to go that time. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
The amount of pressure Durant puts on his opponents, it's typical to see him among the leaders in free throw attempts.
And that's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with a win.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game. And that bucket ignites the crowd.
And the emotions of these fans right now boiling over after that shot.
It's Harden with the drive. It's in!
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 3 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the... Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Bogdanovich out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Collins in at the power forward. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Young. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And Simmons really using his insane athleticism on that drive. A remarkable penetrator who really carves up the defense.
Young passes to Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Curry, good.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Young with the ball. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
On up the court. Capella kicks to Young. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Atlanta on D. Harris passes to Embiid.
And really, this is the role of Capella. To come out, play that strong defense, and alter as many shots as possible.
Young with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Curry passes to Harris, and he banks in the layup.
He has a great feel for making the right play. The timely roll off the screen. Tobias Harris.
Passes it to Capella. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Wide open look. And he overshot that one, missing.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Embiid inside. Capella's there. Embiid kicks to Harris. Simmons inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Simmons against Young. To the wing right side. Here's Capella. Goes back up. And the rejection by Embiid. Harris with it. He's picked up by Collins. Simmons dishes to Harris. Simmons against Collins. Shoots from 8. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Snell kicks to Young. 50 seconds left in the first quarter. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Simmons against Young. And the pass to Green. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. Collins in the post. Simmons is there. And now the 76ers on the break. Green finds Harris. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Can they get it? Bogdanovich, no luck.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
They now take the lead.
And remember now, Embiid lost 20 pounds during the summer of 19. There, looking light on his feet in transition.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers ahead, leading by just 2. 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Shake Milton. Korkmaz is out there with Scott. Then there's Howard. And it's Hill in at the point guard position. Now here's Howard. D right on him. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Hill inside. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Herter. Can't hit that one. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Pass to Milton. Pass to Scott. Now here's Milton. Tight defense on him. Kept alive. Howard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And really, Howard is so adept at drawing contact, using those bruising shoulders and muscular frame to his advantage.
Atlanta making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Scott. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses. Protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Here's Howard. Easy jumper from very short distance. Howard's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Dunn passes to Gallinari. And yes, it's good.
This is a specialty of Gallinari's, using the roller as a decoy for his own offense.
Thybulle finds Hill. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And stolen by Dunn. Passes to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Here's Maxey. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Howard's shot is good.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And Hill over to help for the three. Herder, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Maxey passes to Korkmaz. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Gallinari outside. He feeds it to Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dunn. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously, skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And stolen by Dunn. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Great steal to get them in transition. Chris Dunn with the anticipation, so disruptive on the defensive end.
Here's Korkmaz. Lets the three fly. So the clock runs out with the score tie. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. And a star in his role. Clint Capella making and that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Dwight Howard getting it done today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Okongwu. Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich, and it's Snell in at the 3 spot. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And it's Simmons penetrating. That one drops for him. Simmons got 6.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll call.
And now here comes Simmons leading. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Curry against Bogdanovich. Philadelphia leading by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Lou Williams is checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Okongwu. And the 76ers also making a change. Milton's checked in.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
On the wing, Green. He's covered by Bogdanovich. It's good. Harris has got 6 here in this quarter.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Young against Simmons. Here's Williams. Count the bucket. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Defensively, just when you think you have Young's shot timed out, he pulls it back down.
Atlanta making some changes. Alinari, he's checked in for Collins. And it's DeAndre Hunter in for Bogdanovich. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Danny Green. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
Young passes to Hunter. Back to Young. Yep, that one goes. And it's the 76ers with the ball. 3-point lead. The pass to Thybulle. A minute 50 left in the third. The try by Simmons. The fader. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 5.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Young passes to Hunter. Now Williams. And the rejection by Embiid. And now the fast break. Embiid with the ball. And Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Young outside. Milton grabs the board. Philadelphia leading by 7. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 8 points here in this quarter.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Young. Basket counts. Young's got 10.
Unlike some great perimeter shooters, Trae Young is consistently probing for the best look.
Now Thybulle. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kicks it to Harris. Clock at 6. That one good for 2. Harris has got the lead back up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game. Something Harris relies on.
Young drives in. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
Harris outside. Second chance shot.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motion.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Hawks trail by 9. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Harris is out there with Embiid. Then it's Curry. Then there's Maxey. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Gallinari attacking. Chalk up 2 there.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
Pass to Howard. He kicks it to Harris. Embiid in the corner. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Green's checked in. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And here is Williams. Banked in off the glass.
Using his athleticism in the paint, Lou beats everyone to the punch.
The 76ers leading by 5. Maxey passes to Green. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. It's Howard, top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 7.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Herter passes to Gallinari. Here's Herter, guarded by Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Off the bounce, Kevin Herter is one of those guys who can surprise you with the speed.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Young is subbed in for Williams. George Hill's checked in for Philadelphia. Curry attacking. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And the call, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Howard finds Green. Howard in the post. Capella's there. Howard's shot is good. Howard's got the lead up to 9 now for Philadelphia.
And this is where Howard can be dominant. In close, his physical advantages then can take over.
Collins trying to break free. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Outside Curry. A minute 50 left in the 4th. Feeds to Howard. Shoots over Capella. They kick it out to Green. Back to Howard. A second chance effort. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Young with the ball. Now Green defending. Young's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 7. Harris passes to Curry. Collins grabs the miss. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. To the left wing. And another shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Tony Snell coming through in the clutch. Beautiful.
On the wing, Green. inside. Harris. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
It's stolen by Hill. And now it's Hill running. He can go all the way. And Hill throws it down.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Three-pointers. Snell knocks down the three ball.
That was cold-blooded. Tony Snell with the biggest play of the night.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris kicks to Green. 76ers moving the ball around. Curry dishes to Green. 4 on the clock. Pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. So Philadelphia wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for David. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
So the Nets starting five. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving at the shooting guard. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And that one's good. Green. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Look, Kevin Durant's looking at the defender like, hey, if you're going to give me that, I'm going to take it.
The drive by, oh my goodness, wow. What a play.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes them.
Irving finds Harden. And he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself. Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness. That's already this guy's second foul now. He's either going to have to sit or play a bit more conservatively.
And the Nets making a change here. Brown's checked in. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now here's Durant. And finished off by Katie.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Danny Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Simmons. Count it.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Now here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Irving kicks to Brown. Griffin dishes to Green. Back to Griffin. Nets passing it around, and Green slams it in.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now here's Howard. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Milton with it. Griffin on him. Howard, that's good.
That is a grown man move from Dwight Howard.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Irving passes to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Hill finds Howard. Now here's Milton. Pass to Embiid. Buries it down low.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Now here is Irving. Oh, Griffin in position.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And so he'll bring it up for Philadelphia, trailing by 2. Howard against Griffin. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Embiid, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid. So both teams making some changes here. And Embiid drops them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Irving looking for an opening. Here's Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Blake Griffin getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Harden. He's out there with Brown. Durant is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Simmons. Here's Harris. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Harden outside. Upside, Griffin. It's good. Griffin's got the lead back up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now, here's Maxey, guarded closely. Harris, right side Simmons. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden dishes to Griffin. It's Durant on the wing. Simmons with the defensive effort. For Philadelphia, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Maxey passes to Simmons. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Howard comes in for Maxey, and it's Green and 4 Korkmaz.
If you don't do your work early and push DeAndre Jordan a little bit out of his comfort range, look out.
No good from Simmons.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
I think Kevin Durant has proven he's all about winning. He's going to do whatever it takes. This guy is a gamer. He can meet the biggest moments, and he's willing to grind. I just love watching this guy go.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Hill comes in for Simmons. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
His entire career, Dwight Howard has been an absolute force on the glass. Nice finish.
Harris finds Harden. Jordan, offensive rebound. They kick it out to Green. Harris dishes to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's KD. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Durant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nets. Outside Hill. .131 left in the second quarter. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
Hill passes to Milton. Here's Howard. The pass to Milton. Over Harris. Milton's shot is good.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Harris kicks to Harden. Harden draws the double. Here's Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. That's 12 points for KD.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Out to Harris. This one for three. No good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Milton. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Nets leading by 4. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Harden finds Green. Back to Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got his second bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Green taking his time here.
I think this is an underrated aspect of Danny Green's game, his vision as a passer.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Nets lead. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 assist. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Irving. Got it from 16 feet.
Well, the ability to score at all 3 levels makes Kyrie Irving a near impossible check. Good luck, fellas.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of. And then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
Here's Harris, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Here's Korkmaz. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has, a guy that wants to get his team involved.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Now, here is Irving, defended by Thibault. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Simmons passes to Thibault, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Irving dishes to Jordan. Harden outside. Outside Irving. Jordan kicks to Irving. Lock at 6. Embiid with it. Guarded now by Irving. For the tie. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Irving passes to Jordan. Dishes to Harden. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Curry passes to Thibault. And he uses the glass on the layup. Thibault's got the lead up to 2 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Harden against Simmons. On the way, Harris. Here's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, he is tailor-made for the catch-and-shoot game. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Here's Thibault. He feeds it to Embiid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Axie's checked in for Curry. And George Hill's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Griffin finds Johnson. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Green. Griffin passes to Luwawu. Back to Griffin. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Hill.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Harris is checked in.
And there are only a handful of players who can create excitement just by being on the floor. And Griffin is one of them.
Deflects the pass. Lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Brown dishes to Green. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Hill. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Green. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. But they recover it. To the middle. Griffin passes to Johnson. Tips it up, and Griffin stays with it. Griffin's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Live from Philadelphia. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown, and it's Durant, and it's Irving in at the 1. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Axie passes to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Irving dishes to Green. Harris against Irving. Over Harris. Irving misses. The 76ers shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. It's Howard with the drive. 76ers moving the ball around. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Here's Maxey. And it's in there. Maxey's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Brown the pass to Griffin. It's stolen by Milton. Pass to Howard. Harris with it. Over Durant. And here's Maxey. And it's Irving with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. KD looking around. Now here's Irving. Defense is right there.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Milton the pass to Harris. Good on the bucket. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
And stolen by Howard. And oh, here we go. Harris, nobody back. And slam dunk by Harris.
Such a smart offensive player. Harris in just the right spot there to finish on the break.
Now Irving uses the glass to finish the layup.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Milton with it. Brown's there. And here's Maxey. Bucket is good. Here's Irving. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Durant. Passes it to Griffin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Still, Griffin has insane hops. Close in, can sky over others, helps him to draw foul.
And the 76ers with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. Harris is checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Brown.
With the combination of strength and size, Simmons throws it down with ease.
Durant against Green. KD drives in. And finished up by KD.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Pass to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moment.
Nobody near Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Harden. It's in!
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
Irving dishes to Griffin. And stolen by Simmons. Unable to get that one. Griffin with some nice D.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Simmons, the rebound by Harden.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
Timeout called the Nets. They're down by 2. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Ben Simmons.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Bogdanovich. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Tony Snell, and it's Young in at the point. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the point guard position.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Young inside. Harris is there. Young's shot is good. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Great D that time from Irving.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Harden the pass to Durant. Out to Harris. Back to KD. The Nets working the ball around now. Just 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Collins against KD. Collins kicks to Bogdanovich. The shot, no good. Good D by Irving. It's Harden with the drive. There's the feed to Durant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
No easy way to hold KD down. He's slick, he's slippery, he's smooth with the ball. That's why he draws fouls.
Free throw drops for KD. Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Young against Harden. Young drives in. Count it.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Now, here is Irving. Dishes it to Jordan. Back to Irving. And there's the pass to Jordan. Harris, right side. Got a piece of it. And Young, here we go. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Tell you what, he's 3 of 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Harden finds Irving. Back to Harden. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Can't get it to fall. Here's Bogdanovich. Banked in off the glass.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Irving dishes to Harden. Jordan, high post. Pass to Harris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You just can't foul Harris there because he's almost automatic from the line.
Brooklyn shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Brooklyn making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Now here's Williams. Pass to Okongwu. That one drops for him.
Always a threat to score. Williams draws defensive attention. I mean, that allows him to set up his teammates.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Here's Herter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. The Hawks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. 1:07 left in the first. Here's Griffin. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Irving. Off target with his 3. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Herter. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Williams against Irving. On the wing, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Brown inside. Gallinari covering. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Green.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
So savvy inside for a player of his size and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
Brown the pass to Irving. Harris outside. And stolen by Okongwu. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then there's Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the Nets with possession here. After the basket by Atlanta. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Here's Durant. And the layup's good off the glass. KD's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
Now, here's Dunn. No points in the game yet for him. Okongwu's shot is good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Irving. Drills the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
Now, here's Dunn. It's a 5-point game. Gallinari, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. It's Brown on the wing. Green dishes to Brown. Back to Green. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Green, and it's Harden in for Irving. It's good. Harden's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Back to Young. And stolen by Jordan. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And then Brown with the dunk.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Young against Harden. Feeds to Capella. There's the pass to Hunter. And that one is off. Good work defensively by KD. The drive by Jordan. The kick out to Brown. He dishes it to Harden. To the inside. Clock at 4. Back to Jordan. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Collins passes to Young. The Hawks working the ball around. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Brown's got the ball. Pops it up for Jordan. And finds Harden. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Clint Capella.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
The Nets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Then for the Hawks, Tony Snell comes in for Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Collins, good.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
Harden up top. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Out to Harris. Now the dish to Durant. The 11-footer, and he drops that one in. Durant's got 9.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Young taking his time here. It's good. 8 points for him.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Harris outside. Here's Harden.
And the defense of Capella is huge.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, a competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. And that'll about do it as we get ready for...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Collins. And it's Snell in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Irving after the basket by Atlanta. Passes it to Harden. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Collins with the drive, and he makes that one. Collins has got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Harris finds Harden inside. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Young. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Harden. Outside Irving. Can they get it? 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Clint Capella.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow it.
And here we go, Coach's Challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Irving doing a nice job there, being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Dunn looking over the floor. He kicks to Gallinari. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trail by 10. Harden finds Irving. Back to Harden. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. 1:21 left here in the third quarter. And the turnover again by Atlanta. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Nets trail by 10. Irving kicks to Brown. Back to Irving. And Capella sends it back. Now, here's Hunter, guarded by Harris. From down low. And that one's good. Hunter's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well. Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Dunn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, I really like how Dunn draws these fouls. He's actually excellent at getting defenders to foul him.
So for the Nets, Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Green, and Durant subbed in for Brown. Then for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Capella. Bogdanovich comes in for Gallinari. And it's Williams in for Kevin Huerter. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Irving dishes to Jordan. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Boy, DeAndre Jordan still able to throw down these fantastic dunks. And he loves when he gets a chance to do so.
And here is Williams. Here's Dunn. No good with the layup. And so it's Atlanta up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And against one of the toughest And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Hunter. And there's Collins on the assist by Williams. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
Count that one. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Williams, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
We always talk about it. I mean, those second-round picks who turn out to be gems, no one thought Williams would end up at the free throw line as much as he does.
James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's Durant. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, that's virtually impossible to defend. I mean, with Durant's length, those long arms, and the high arcing shot that he shoots, the best you can do as a defender is challenge him and hope he misses.
Young. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Back to Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Young outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Shot by Collins, no good. Nets trail by 10. Here's Irving. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Young, here we go. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, terrific effort there by Young, really all night. The defense has tried to make adjustments, but he's just stayed one step ahead of them.
KD passes to Harden. And he gets the bucket.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Goes up, and the jam by Harden.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands, and I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
Harden against Young. Count that bucket. And the Hawks lead by 8.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Durant attacking and finished off by KD.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down. Young against Harden. And
Oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Harden with it, and guarded by Capella, and it goes down 2 points. Harden's got 6 in the quarter.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
And for Brooklyn, their shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Here's Young. Good.
Game tightening up, no problem. Put the ball in Young's hand and let the young fella go to work.
Irving against Young. And here's Harris from the arc. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
$19 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Irving attacking. Misses from close range.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the 4th, that would have been a big bucket for them.
And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it.